All right, we're back. This is going downhill quickly, so let's just bring it back. Too much time. So we're talking about cheating in a relationship, and we're talking about insecurities in a relationship. Before we went to break, because of technical difficulties, we apologize for that. Dr. Carpenter was talking about the link or possible link between both.
Yeah.
And you were saying that insecurities can be a driver to cheat.
For cheating.
Right.
But a cheating culture on its own already exists in this and many other countries. It isn't because someone is insecure that they cheat, but it makes them vulnerable to cheating. So someone could be quite insecure and decide that for whatever reason, this is not for them. Cheating is not for them. Cheating is really about getting one up on another person. Because if you're having sex with multiple partners and your partners know that you're having sex with multiple partners, that's not cheating.
Right.
So cheating is really about deception.
If you're sleeping with many people, but your partner
And you're not
knows-
sleeping, you're
Right.
having sex.
Well,
There is no sleeping.
I'm just trying to be euphemistic because it's 8:17. You know, I know your show is usually in the night, dog. So I'm just trying to water it down a little bit. But if you are, yes,
Having
right,
sex. And I
so
think that's part of the
an-
problem, yeah.
Is that we don't want to talk about it?
We don't want to
openly.
use a word that's in the dictionary, a word that's a medical word, a word that is perfectly decent and perfectly usable. And you see it on forums in places all day long, but somehow we're afraid to say it.
Okay.
Saying sex is not intercourse, it's not the same thing.
Right. Gotcha. Okay. So what you're essentially saying is what you've always said on the show is that if it's an agreed, partners agree to the terms of their
Right,
relationship.
to having multiple partners, then that's not cheating. Cheating is really about deception. And most people that I work with who have been, let's say, I don't like to use the term victim, but have had a partner who cheated or are cheating themselves and want to stop, it's not really about the sex. The sex is not the issue here because you can have sex with anyone. It's about getting one up on the other person. It's about you don't know what I did last night. It's about wanting to feel different. And most people don't cheat because they want a different partner. They cheat because they want to feel different themselves. They want to be a different person.
They want to feel different.
Yes.
So why don't they just feel single? That's
Feel
different.
single?
Why don't they just
some-
become single?
Oh, well, let's look at the practicalities of life. People get married, people get into unions, whether they're married legally or otherwise. They produce children, they now have responsibilities. It's rare that you're going to find that the person with the responsibility is going to leave the responsibility in order to feel different about themselves.
They just go.
They want to feel desired, they want to feel fresh, they want to feel new. Most people, if you ask them in the early stages of the cheating how they felt about it, although they feel guilt, they also feel exhilaration.
Right.
They feel excitement.
There's a dichotomy
It feels
of
like an
emotions.
adventure. So we're looking for that new relationship aphrodisiac all the time. And no long-term relationship can stay in that state.
So have we just become so accepting of it that it's normal now?
Well, I tell you the truth. I'm a little relieved that we're talking about it and talking about it on morning television because it is a reality. It's taking place. It's part of our history, multiple partnerships. We can't pretend that it's not happening. As long as we pretend that it's not happening, we're not going to be able to do anything about it. We don't speak explicitly in relationships about how we're going to not cheat. We assume that everybody's monogamous, and that is a fallacy. Human beings are not monogamous.
Yes, you've always
Most
said that.
animals on the planet are not monogamous.
So it's a choice that you make.
It's a choice, it's a behavior that you decide to inculcate, and it's also an agreement.
Is it a practical choice, you think?
Boy, I'm good. Let me just say that 85% of the world is not monogamous. That monogamy is a model that the minority have chosen to try to achieve and have been doing a very bad job at. What I'm concerned about is that in the process of deception, one, you yourself are not liking yourself, and two, you're not making the relationship better. At least if you were able to honestly say, I'm having sex with so-and-so, the other person would have a choice.
So this construct then, based on, I mean, you see clients all the time, this marriage construct, this relationship construct, this box that people often want to get outside of, could literally be the reason why relationships
Well,
are...
you know, there's a 19th century philosopher, and we were very philosophical when we started, Schopenhauer. And he says, if you want to see the reason for cheating, just look at monogamy.
Wow.
Okay? And his comment was a lot more explicit than that. But I am, as you say, euphemizing. If people come into a situation that they say they want to keep monogamous, and they have no tools for keeping it monogamous, and you have to lie to your partner, because cheating starts with lying.
Right.
The first thing is a lie. It's not the sex. It's a lying about your contact with the other person, lying about your feelings for the other person. And once that becomes a secret, the secret grows. And the excitement is in the secret.
What about so you talked about the physical cheating. We talk about emotional cheating. Is that a thing? People who say, oh, well, you know, I've developed feelings for her, him,
But
emotionally, but we've never done anything. So then,
I've never done anything.
You know what? You know what I'm curious about? I'm not curious about the person who says I developed feelings for him or her. I'm curious about the person that they're telling it to, and why we don't have a greater social emotional intelligence about handling these things in a relationship.
As in
If
going to
you
your
and I
partner
were
to
in a
have that
relationship and I
conversation.
felt that way about Simone, and I came to you and said to you, gosh, you know, I'm really interested in Simone. She's such a great person. She's so bright. She's so elegant, etc., etc. If you had a social emotional intelligence to be able to receive that information and process it with me, perhaps I would leave my relationship with Simone as purely platonic.
Yes, because
it would
you
be
have
a
already
crush.
discussed it.
You would help me
Oh, but we're not
to
there.
stay faithful.
Never.
yeah, we're not there.
Because
We're
who
not
am
there.
I being faithful for? I can't be faithful for
Myself,
myself.
right.
Myself wants to be with Simone.
Right.
So I'm being faithful for you. So why aren't you helping me
To be faithful.
to remain faithful? Why aren't we having honest conversations
Yeah.
where I can tell you how I'm feeling?
We have to wrap, Doc. I don't know why, because we won't talk about this
I
forever.
know,
But is this
have
to
to.
suggest that monogamy is not achievable? You said
No.
you mentioned tools a while ago.
Yeah,
So there
I think, and I don't use the word monogamy myself. It's not part of my vocabulary.
What do you say?
I say exclusivity.
Okay.
Because monogamy actually means married to one person.
Right.
It doesn't mean having sex with one person.
Correct.
So we use that term loosely to mean having sex with one person. If we are very clear about wanting exclusivity with another partner, sexual exclusivity, then we've got to learn ways of keeping each other safe.
Okay.
Because anyone can cheat.
Yes.
Simone, I've said this before. If you want to see a cheater, get a mirror. Get a mirror.
And the record just scratched.
Maybe next week, Tuesday, I should...
Woo! I think maybe this is a month-long
Discussion needs a little more fleshing out. But in the
Wow.
meantime, you can find Doc. Doc, where's your show? When's your show?
Well, they can find me on Facebook. It's
Yeah.
probably the best place to find me. Love and
Okay.
Sex with Dr. Karen Carpenter.
Yeah.
And I'm not in hiding, so most people
No.
can find me.
Yeah, and as you can see, she keep it very real.
Yeah, she's not hiding anything
Yeah.
from you. So if you
Thanks,
want the
Doc.
real truth, go check her out.
Appreciate it.
Relationship expert and psychologist, Dr. Karen Carpenter. Stay with us. We're going to wrap things up for this morning after the break.
Doc said,